Hi there, welcome to the third episode of ADHD, not another ADHD podcast. I'm your host, Adie Viper. Today's episode is titled ADHD Medication. What changed, what didn't, and what nobody told me. First, before we even get to episode 3, I want to just talk about episode 2. Episode 2 that I actually recorded before episode 1 was an absolute fucking nightmare. It almost broke me to new levels because I recorded it on my iPad, I edited it in CapCut, which was a fucking nightmare in itself, and then I just got distracted by a wee fly. There's a wee fly in my van now. I'm sitting down the beach, the coloured beach, Ken. I don't know why I so zoomed into my face. It sounds fucking mental. It's just zooming into my face, but oh well. We'll go with it. So basically, I just want to talk about my medication today. And obviously, I'm unmedicated just now, which I did say I was going to be medicated. But in all fairness, it's 9 o'clock at night, sun shining in, lovely beach, lovely water. Just fucking brilliant, man. But I took my meds earlier, and obviously they've ran out now. But to be fair, hold on. I'm just going to get something right. I'm just going to get something here, right? Watch this. Since we're talking about the medication, right, I'm going to show you. I'm going to just get the medication out. If I can find it, that's in the wrong bit of my bag. That's if I can find it. That's 70. That's not the right one. Give me it. 70 again, you believe that? I don't believe that. There's the 60. Got it this time. She's sitting and behave. Right. So basically, the medication is so I've got bullet points for it, right? So if you see me doing this, looking down, it's because I'm looking at the bullet points. I'm trying to keep this structured, trying to keep it within a certain time limit, so as don't bore the fucking life out of you, the audience. And obviously, with ADHD, sometimes it can be a bit. I wouldn't say overwhelming. No, I wouldn't say overwhelming. I would say more. You just get tired, your brain gets tired, and you just can't go for. I think 45 minutes is what I'm aiming for. Between half an hour and an hour, ideally 45 minutes. So basically, episode 2 nearly broke me because just the whole fucking editing, man, it's just an absolute nightmare, but it's just a nightmare. So I put systems in place now, and that's never going to happen again unless my internet signal goes down, which is pretty shit now because I'm up in the top of Scotland here, north of Scotland, and the signal's just crap. So, and it also took me, the reason I broke my episode 2 is because it took me 3 days, more than 3 days to edit it. And it kept on coming up with files. The file's no uploading, the wrong file type and all that. So the reason I kept going is because I feel passionate about this podcast and I feel super passionate about helping you. So although I struggled like fuck, I'm here for you and I will continue to show up every single week. Might not be the same day every week like I said it would be, but I'll be every week. So, well, you can rest assured that. So, let's get talking about the meds now. So that's what the podcast episode's about. So basically, it's all about ADHD medication. I started it 4 months ago. And I think it's only just recently I've actually started feeling the effects. Oh, sorry, pardon me. Been up early this morning, I've been up late every night trying to get this bloody thing working that doesn't work. So I'm basically on Elvanse, 60mg, there it's share. Can't even see it, there it's share. There it's share. Look this way the colour in. Get crazy like that. Get mental. Crazy pal. Just about dropped him. And I've got this, I've got this Amfexa. Baby, that's your fast acting, man. So if I took one of them right now, I would probably feel it within, I think I might feel it straight away. Sometimes I don't feel it till about half an hour to an hour later, which is probably a bit weird. It's supposed to be like this, what then I'm thinking, like you there. I go, oh, that's me, man. Oh, I'm away again. For me, it's not like that. I don't know, I keep looking at my face and the camera. I'm a fucking idiot. Because see with an iPad, I'm recording on an iPad, right? And the iPad camera's at the left-hand side. And obviously, that's me, that's your camera, and that's letting me. Oh, fuck it, I'm just wasting these videos. Right, I'm going to start talking slower because obviously the editing is a fucking nightmare. So I'm going to try and speak more properly. And I'm also going to try and look at you. Okay, and if I look away, just looking at my bullet points. Because this is non-scripted. Yes, it'll never be scripted unless I decide that it's just too fucking messy and nobody's listening and tuning in. It's the opposite of what I want to be. If nobody's tuning in, I can't help nobody. Vice versa. Nobody can give me tips or help me. So about helping each other. But most of all, I want to try and help you. Because at ADHD, I'm going to try and get seriously right into it. Obviously, I've got it. But it's not enough to just have it. You need to learn about it. You need to read about it. You need to just immerse yourself in it and basically just take as much in as you can. And get as much knowledge in the subject as you can. Because not only will that help other people, it'll help yourself. You just be yawning again, man. It's fucking crazy, man. So, when did I decide enough was enough? Right, well, I think all the time I've been, well, ever since I was younger, I've always had like anger issues, and I've always been, when I'm out and about, I'm all nice. See, the thing is, I'm the nicest guy you'll ever meet, but I just think, because I put everybody else first, and I don't really put myself first, it just makes me feel, I just feel worn down and just as if I'm living for everybody else and not myself. And it makes me a bit angry because I should be living for myself. And then if I can live for myself and I feel good and I'm doing good, then I can help other people much better than I can if I'm feeling deflated and feeling broken. Do you know, it's just not going to work, is it? So, I've always had anger issues with, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain because, like, I'm always, like, quick-tempered, I think's the word I'm looking for. Quick-tempered, no fuse, and I've just done that again, and that just wrecks a podcast because it's like, the dreaded filler words. But I think the moment that made me realise that I needed the meds was, I think the first thing was when I was at Centre Parts one day and I threw my son's iPad out the chalet window, and then I had everybody in the chalet go, Eddie, you're a fucking psycho. You can't go about throwing iPads out of windows. And I says, I can do what the fuck I want to do. I just felt fucking broken in that moment. My kids weren't listening. I had the other adults in the chalet obviously having a go at me for doing this. So I shouldn't have done it. Do you know what I should have done? I should have just said to myself, kids will be kids, and obviously kids with ADHD, which my kids do have. I mean, I should know. I should know what it's like. I do know what it's like. And it's like, but because I've got ADHD as well, I just snapped. When I'm the person that should be like just laughing and going, do you know, you're just exactly like me. But I think that's why I snap, because most of the time I don't necessarily like who I am, because I mean obviously I try and like myself, but I don't. Most of the time I think, you're a fucking failure. You're getting nowhere in your life. You're not trying hard enough. You come up with loads of ideas, you just let them slide. Like the paralysis thing, you want to try something, you want to go and do something, your brain just says no, you're not doing that. I mean, your brain controls every part of you, so what can you do? I don't know, but I'm working on it, and hopefully by me coming through these problems, usually when experiencing these problems as well, maybe not. Maybe you've got it lucky and you're like fucking got it sorted, but I doubt it, because I don't think anybody with or without ADHD's got it 100% sorted. But I think that's the first thing that spurred me, and then do you know what really spurred me actually? Do you know, this is the God's honest truth. This is what really spurred me. The iPad thrown out the window, I did think about that, but to be fair, I didn't really think about it too much. I just thought, listen, I did what I did. My son was being an arse. Threw his iPad out the window. Wasn't the right thing to do. Of course it was. But it wasn't really getting me. The thing that was getting me, I'm pretty sure, was, you know, I can't even remember. And that's the thing with ADHD. you can remember vaguely, but you can't remember everything. And another thing I do with my brain is, if I'm going through a shit time or having a bad experiences, like it's almost like an auto delete I've got in my brain. It's like, for instance, my mum and dad are both dead. I couldn't tell you the date that they died. I couldn't tell you the date of their funeral because it was such a horrible time in my life. I just sort of blanked out and I switched off. To this day, I still don't know when the dates are. I think one's September, maybe. Another one could be October. Could be wrong. My sisters could tell me. But the biggest thing it kind of caused me, I think I was just driving to my work one night. I was just doing the ADHD thing. I was just overthinking about everything, but it wasn't in a good place. Probably tired, probably travelling too much, probably working long hours, getting hardly any sleep in night shift. I think that's what it was. I just thought to myself, and I think it was like road rage as well. I was road raging, and I just felt, I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be this angry person that shouts at other road users just for using the road, which everybody's entitled to do, by the way. I didn't want to be that person, and I still don't want to be that person. And see when I take the Elvanse like this is long lasting, right? This is the long lasting. See when I take this, it's I'm going to put that in silent. Hold on. There we go. It just goes ping. But yeah, the Elvanse, I didn't think it was working at first. I'm probably getting ahead of myself. I'm not even looking at the bullet points. I'm just doing the ADHD thing and making this podcast episode into a big bunch of scrambled egg, just like my last two. I wish I had. This is what I'm talking about. I need the medication to get my fucking brain in order and get focused. I'm even annoyed myself now. Aye. But why do I keep on? I keep doing that. Look at that. Skill on myself, man. Hold on, by the way, man. She's noticed this, the grapefruity shit hot, by the way. It's like mixed berry, man. It's brilliant. And it's sugar free. So you'll not get fat or sugared. Sugared up, baby. I'm going to sing my ADHD song. I put it on TikTok there earlier on Instagram. It says, "You don't get sugared up, baby." Or something like that. Earlier on I said, "I'm going to Tesco for my peas, baby." Or something like that. Something like that, anyway. Right. So, let's get back onto the podcast and stop going off in random time at a time. So, what was my daily life like? Well, my daily life's like my life every day. Fucking mental, hectic. A million things going on at the one time. Brain never shuts down. You're just thinking about everything. It's like, even when I'm doing this podcast right now, I just looked out the window there and there's loads of seaweed and there's crows on the rocks jumping about, and I'm thinking, how is that area of the beach so seaweedy and other parts aren't? Stupid random shit like that. And then I'm thinking, are they seagulls and crows? Are they hunting for sea beasties or whatever they're called? So it's like, fuck. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right? And now there's a couple over there taking pictures, romantic pictures. So now I'm thinking, are they two Instagram influencers that are taking beachy, influencery, pictury, romantic pictures? Ken? Just crazy. Right? Get back on the podcast. I think I'm just going to take one of these now, and then I'll be up all night. Crazy, innit? So basically, I'm going to read the bullet points. I'm going to look down, because if I don't look down, I'm just going to fucking talk random pish. I'm never going to get this finished. I'm 20 minutes in, I still haven't really even started. Oh, if you can see yourself in me right now, just know there is hope. And the ADHD brain, as annoying as it is most of the time, think about the positives. Activity, you've got problem solving. ADHD minds are some of the best problem solvers in the world. Put a problem in front of us and we'll sort out. Bother. Innovative, that is the word I use all the time. See, if I'm doing something and I don't have the right tool, and I don't have the right, not so much the right environment, don't have the right tool, or I don't have the right stuff I need to do the job, I'll go out and find what I need, or just make what I need out of random things that I find, and I'll be able to do the job. I've done that all my life, and I'm fucking brilliant at it. And also, that's a massive one. see if there's a crisis, so get everybody else running about going, what the fuck, what do we do? And then I say, step out of the way, because Big A's here, Big AD, Big ADHD. I'm like, what are you panicking for? The guy's fell off his motorbike, just this example. The guy's fell off his motorbike, and he's snapped his leg, and it's right up his back. Fucking hell. Right up his back. Right up his back, right? Everybody else just run about. What's the first thing I'm going to do? I'm going to go over, I'm going to assess the situation where she's conscious. I'm going to not remove his helmet, because that's fucking the stupid thing you can do. I'm not going to try and move him too much. I'll try and talk to him if he's conscious. And then I'll obviously get somebody to phone the ambulance while I'm checking him over. But aye, just like crisis. Well, follow me and take my advice. Actually listen to me for a change, and we'll get through this crisis no problem. Because a lot of time people just don't listen to me at all. And I've said this for years. If people started listening to my suggestions, and I'm not going to say I'm perfect and I know everything, because I fucking don't. But some of my suggestions are really, really good. And they work. Some of them are fucking pish and they don't, but some of them are really, really good. But nobody listens. I just don't get a chance to get them out there. And I'm back to the bullet points. I think I'm just having a big tangent, so I don't actually know where I am right now. I'm in Cullen Beach, I know that. And it's getting dark. Sun's going down. Don't know you could see that, but it's lovely. Daily life, I think, was on there. My daily life is just hectic. Road rage. Raging that I wasn't my own boss. Always having to do what other people told me to do. Basically, other people running my life. Which to this day I still fucking hate, by the way. I'm very entrepreneurial minded. I feel like I should be doing my own thing, not getting told what to do. But in all fairness, my job is saying that the company I work with, they basically tell you, right, Eddie, you're going here, it's your job. My own company don't really tell me what to do as such. They just sort of put me onto jobs, but it's the fucking roasters you've got to put up with on the site sometimes. It's just like, most of them, 9 out of 10 of them are absolutely brand new. But you get the 1 out of 10 and you're just like, oh my god, get me out of here. It's crazy. So basically, what did I hope the meds would improve? Well, I just wanted them to mellow me down, slow my brain down, just to get some peace. I just wanted to get some peace. I just didn't want to be exhausted, mentally exhausted every single day, thinking about everything, getting depressed that I'm not doing anything, and it's just a fucking endless cycle. But I'm not even keeping eye contact right now. So that's another thing ADHD people do. They're just staring everywhere. Okay? I don't even know if my fucking mouse going like, oh. So I remember when I was on the meds, actually, we're on the medication episode, so I'm going to say this. See, when I was taking the meds, like I used to do this, like I still do, I think, like I do that, and I scrape my tongue with my teeth, and I'm like, how have I did that? Why have I did that? And then in episode 2, I think, I was doing something weird, like I was just doing something weird with my mouth. I was like, I don't even know what I was doing. Just automatic. It must have been the meds that was there. Even though I was unmedicated, so maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me in a combination of the meds. Sorry, I'm keeping looking at myself. I'm not looking at you, but obviously there's a wee tiny black dot where the camera is, and then there's a big, massive, stupid looking face where I am, do you know, with the camera zooming in and out. Every time I move, it's like falling. I'm like, oh, Jesus. But basically, I just, see the way I'm murder now, I just wanted the meds to kind of calm that down a wee bit, you know, and just let me be, just slow me down, fucking let me get a bit of fucking peace. And I'm not going to lie, that would have been a lie if I said that. I was going to say I've never relaxed in my life. What I mean by that is, I find it very hard to relax. And honest, probably in my whole life, I'm 38 right now, in my whole life, I probably have only relaxed, probably could count, see, I'm going to say 2 hands, because 38 years is quite a long time, so probably relaxed no more than 10 times in my life. Every other time's just been crazy, and I'm not relaxed right now because I keep looking at myself. It's actually annoying me now. It actually is annoying me. See, I mean, I need my brain to slow down, and just get on with the podcast and stop just talking fucking, just going everywhere. I just can't help myself. How's my confidence affected? Well, I never realised this at first on the meds, because I never, like, I was up to like 50 and I didn't think anything was happening. And then I went up to 70 and I'm still angry. But obviously it just doesn't take away your personality or who you are. It doesn't do that. It just sort of helps with symptoms, and Elvanse is very subtle. In that bag, just ignore that bag. That's a dead body. That was the guy that annoyed me earlier. It was driving too slow in front of me. Do you know what car he was in? Dacia Duster. Because honestly, the cars just get in your way all the time. And they're ugly. They're ugly fucking cars. They're just, oh my goodness. But off on a tangent, but since we're talking about cars, see when I come up here on the Sunday. So I was working Saturday night shift, and then I come up here on the Sunday. And that's when I did a video on me not having a sleep for 28 hours and that, and I was fucking like, ooh. And then I was like, in my van, I did this. And the window down. Somebody could have come in and molested me or anything, man. See, to be fair, I'd actually enjoyed that if that happened, you know. So, if anyone wants to come, a female, no, man, I'm no gay. Female, you might come molest me. I'm sure my wife probably wouldn't even mind, to be fair. She'd probably welcome it. I would welcome it. But it says here on the bullet point, how was your confidence affected? I think just recently, within the last month, I'd say. That'd be fair. Within the last month, I think my confidence just fucking went right up. It went right up, because when I'm not medicated, like, I see with people I don't really know, with people I'm working with, I'll kind of just be quiet. I'll be a bit quieter. I'll be a bit reserved, out loud, like, what am I trying to say here? Out loud, be reserved, be quiet. That doesn't make sense. But what I mean is, in my head's still going woo, fucking crazy. But I just don't put it out this. I don't put it out this. But it's still fucking crazy in here. But see, my confidence has went up because I've started talking more. I've even started sort of worrying less. See, like, because there was a time I was at my work, right? I was on my lunch, right? So I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was on my lunch, in my van, eating my lunch. I was on my phone. And usually I'm the kind of person, if I hear somebody's footsteps, I'm looking about, I'm like, is that ready? Are we going to go? I've not even finished my piece yet. So, but see then, it was like, just keep my peace, chill down, looking at my phone, thinking about the podcast, probably, doing wee silly videos, and it was great. Fucking felt brilliant. And there's something about the meds as well. I just can't quite put my hand on it, or my head on it. Put your head on it. I just can't quite put my hand or my head or whatever it is on it. Look at my eye, just relax. I'm not even looking at the camera on my face. I'm looking at the fucking rocks on the beach. Fucking hell, man. I said ADHD's out of control. Fucking Jesus. Confidence just definitely went up. Definitely. My focus, I think, because I don't really lack focus at work, because of the job I do, digger driver, I need to be on the ball 24/7 when I'm on that. If I'm in that digger, I need to be on the ball. I was going to say the minute. Second I'm not on the ball is the second somebody could get killed. And I'm just not letting that happen. It's not going to happen when I'm here. When I'm in the digger, it's not happening. And I think that's why I will say this because I'm confident. I mean, I'm confident just now. Made ran out ages ago. I would say I was a pretty good machine man. I would honestly say I would say that, no problem. Probably people out there say, you're fucking shite. You're absolutely fucking shite. Obviously, folk will be machine operator. They'll be fucking just non-machine operators. Just gotta say something else here. Kind of held myself there. So basically it's asking me about examples here. Talk about losing things and stuff. I think this is before the meds, is it? No, this is before the meds. I should really have done that, because I just told you, I just felt down, I felt low, I just felt as if I wasn't achieving what I wanted to achieve in life. And I know, I just need to get this out here, right? I know there's a lot of people who's not get ADHD that feel that they're not achieving what they want to in life. And I feel for it, I really feel for that. But with me, I mean, maybe with you as well. I don't know. If you've not got ADHD and you feel like this, let me know, because I want to know. I just feel like I've got, honestly, it's not even a fire, it's a fucking inferno. I feel like I've got an inferno inside me. Basically, it's like, see an ADHD question here. Do you feel like you've got a motor inside you and it's running all the time and you can't stop. That's it. But I feel like I've got a raging inferno, massive fire inside me. It's telling me, you want to be a millionaire, you want to be a successful business owner, you want to help people, you want to help yourself, you want to help your kids, you want to be a good person. All these different things, right? I just feel like I don't get to go towards my goals. I feel like I'm coming back, but then when I take the medication, I just feel, do you know, I didn't think I felt nothing. I said, this is not working, this is shit. But it actually does lift my mood. And do you know what I've been beginning to feel? Like even just now I'm doing the podcast, so I'm buzzing, so I'm pretty happy. Probably don't need the medication just now because I'm talking to you. But I feel that when my meds run out, it's just like, imagine like the meds are coming in, and they're here. You're up here, you're happy, you're confident, you're talking too much. I even talk to myself in the digger. I'm looking at myself again. I even talk to myself in the digger. But I do that even when I'm off the meds. It's just a crazy thing I do. I've noticed it more though. When I'm on the meds, I've noticed it more. Like I've noticed myself talking to myself and talking to everybody else more. It's kind of, I'm going to say this, because I thought about this yesterday. It's kind of like when you were a child and everybody says, shut up, Eddie, shut up, you just talk too much. I kind of feel like that a wee bit. So I kind of feel like a child again, a wee bit. Not like a child, but I feel like that child in me is sort of being allowed to come out, and I'm not getting told to shut up, and I'm not getting told to, oh, go away, you're too much. So I can just talk and people are listening, and probably for the first time in my life, it's brilliant. It's like, what is this? I'm talking, people let me talk, nobody's interrupting me, and it's quite ironic actually, because ADHD people like myself, I interrupt people all the time. But when somebody does it to me, I fucking lose my shit. I hate it. It's just, I mean, what's that word? It's like, I do it, and I hate it when other people do it. I can't remember the word. Hypocrisy or something mad like that. Do you know something? In the procrastination, don't even get me started on that. That is one of the biggest, that's probably one of my biggest setbacks ever. I'm looking at myself again. It's one of the biggest setbacks ever. So it's just, I do it all the time. Like, I think yesterday, for instance, I said, I'm going to come in. I've got an important call to take. I'm going to tell you about that, by the way. An important call to take that I couldn't miss. So after the call, I was going to get a shower. I was going to go and get my dinner, get something to eat. And what did I do? I just ended up procrastinating for like 2 hours. In the shower for an hour. I mean, I quite like because I do a lot of thinking in the shower. Probably a positive thing. I mean, that sounds weird. It's true, if you're in the shower, you tend to think more and you have better thoughts, like, because it's, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's, I think because you're chilled, you're kind of chilled, aren't you? You're chilled in the shower. Hello, listener. Hello, Eddie. Start on to yourself. So procrastination, I do that all the time. Obviously, you can see I'm procrastinating. Overwhelmed. I didn't even really talk about losing things, did I? But that's true about ADHD. Like, some days, like yesterday again, I put down I've just a thing there. Pop up my phone. England has just scored 1 goal against Argentina, so it's up 1-0. And as I'm pretty neutral about football, so I'm not really interested in it. Fucking, it's a load of pish. Obviously I'm Scottish, so I'll just leave it at that. See, to be fair, I think I'm at the point now. See if England did win the World Cup for say, would it bother me? No, because I'm not interested in it. Wouldn't even be bothered. So if they win it, good. If they don't, good. I'm not caring. Just get that cleared up first. Obviously, behind the scenes of it. English, oh, you fucking arsehole bastards like that. No, I'm kidding on. I'm only kidding. Like I say, I couldn't give a fuck about it. Right. And the emotional dysregulation, that is a massive one for me as well. It's like just getting off in one, temper, short fuse, shouting at my kids, just arguing with my wife, and my kids shouting back at me even more than I shout at them. That's their emotional dysregulation. That sun is absolutely beautiful. It's just a big red ball. That is fucking beautiful. That is beautiful. Sunset podcast. What more could you add? You could possibly be a bit better now because my face isn't all orange. Emotional dysregulation. I think that's probably what I wanted to help with the most. And the procrastinating. And the overwhelm, to be fair. The losing things are just going by other things. Like I lost a measuring tape one day and I went and bought another one. And guess what? The measuring tape showed up. It always does. It always does. Starting jobs and not finishing them. Well, what can I say? I've been doing my garden for 4 years now. Still not finished. No. Right, I'm sorry this is dragging on. I'm going to try and hurry up and just go through the bullet points. I just want to say this, right? This is where the experts say. I'm going to have a wee segment. My segment is my personal story, what the experts say. And then the next thing is, what do you guys feel? What do you guys think? That is the main part of this podcast. What do you guys feel? I want to know in the comments. You can email me. You can email me at awiper88@gmail.com, or you can also email me at realadhd@gmail.com. Okay, I want to know. Honestly, I'm genuinely interested, right? And I've got a wee activity task for you at the end, so don't forget to miss that, or don't forget to no miss that, something like that. So basically the experts say, and I'm saying this as well, the medication does not cure the ADHD. It does not cure it. You'll never get rid of it. You're born with it and you'll die with it. And there's no in between. You're no getting rid of it. It's never going to be cured. Never. As much as you want it cured, well, you want the shit things cured, but you don't want the good things cured. Stuff talk about chaos and all that innovativeness, concentration. Fuck, that's one of the bad ones. Like me, like, oh, you're just like, oh, there's the sun, there's the seagulls, there's the crows. Oh, look, there's a rock on the beach. Oh, who'd imagine a rock on a beach and a wee bit of sand as well? Different people get different results because, do you know, one of the things that I don't get it. Maybe I will get it one day, but I don't get it right now. I think I'm starting to get it. I don't know. People said to me, medication, the meds have changed my life. I took the meds and says, I don't feel nothing. They're not doing anything for me. I'm just the same. But now I can start to feel it. I'm starting to feel it. Because the more I'm taking it, the more I'm recognising it. And then when you stop taking them, you do feel it. You do feel it. See, if you stop taking them, like, for 2, 3 days, 4 days. Like I was no well a couple of weeks ago there for a week. I wasn't taking the Elvanse for a week, and I got home. I was just all over the place. Since I took them, I felt a massive weight. Honest, massive weight. My life wasn't changed. I feel a massive weight. It was much nicer. I was much calmer, much more confidence. I just everything just felt brilliant. But then when it runs out, you just get back to feeling your normal self. Just like that. My brain's still a million mile an hour on the medication. That's what I'm saying. Different people get different results. It's not the same for every 2 people, or whatever that saying is. And it also says the experts say medication work best alongside strategies. So that is what I'll talk about in a wee minute. It's one of the ones I've actually just started there, and it's the first time, bro. That's what I did just there. It was my important call. It's a new strategy I'm trying. So I'll tell you about that. Basically strategies like cognitive behavioural therapy, maybe breathing exercise, maybe meditation, just different things like that. So basically medication, maybe cognitive behavioural therapy, just different things like that. Well, basically the medication, the therapy, the breathing exercise and stuff, they're just all parts of a big puzzle. But once you put the parts together, you get a clearer picture of the puzzle, and you will benefit from doing multiple things. Basically, this is my experience, but I never really spoke about this, which is good. Like procrastination, this is like after the medication, right? So I'll just quickly get through this, right? So, did my focus improve? I don't know, because I've always been focused. I've always knew what I want, but I've always found it hard to do what I need to do because of the procrastination and the brain fog. So I've got a clear picture of what I want to do, but it's just I struggle to do it, if you know what I mean. And it says here, did I immediately feel focused or gradually? Well, honestly, I don't know how to answer that, because I just feel I've always had focus, and it's just a struggle to actually get to walk the path that I need to walk. Procrastination, that is it. Do I still procrastinate? 100%. I still procrastinate. I remember one day I was going to do something, I just sat on my phone for fucking doom scrolling for about an hour. I says, what are you doing? You've took your meds and you're still fucking just procrastinating. So I do procrastinate. Is it easier to start stuff, like boring tasks? Actually, I'm going to go with here. I'd say aye. Because the other day there at the house, there was a mouse running about. Actually, when I was messing about with the Riverside recorders, I'll put that up, because a wee 12-minute video of me messing about my laptop, my iPad. Using my iPad, the double dual camera thing. Put that, it was quite funny. And you get sound effects and all that, and then the wee songs and that coming on. So yeah, it's pretty funny. It was amusing to me. Whether you'll think it's funny or not is a different story, but you probably will. It is easier to start things, definitely. Is it easier to finish things? Yes and no. And what I mean by that is, yes, because you want to do it, you want to get it finished, but no, because I'm always thinking, this is taking too long, the time blindness, basically part of the ADHD, this is taking too long, I'm wasting my day, I'm wasting my life doing this. So it's you're still fighting yourself. Emotional regulation, anger, definitely, that's came off, that's eased a bit. I don't know whether I can't really explain the feeling. I just feel like a weight's been lifted, and I just feel happier and feel less, like, what's the word, less agitated, I suppose. The frustration, still get frustrated a wee bit, but I've noticed that I definitely don't get frustrated as much. Most of the time I'm just like, whatever. Like, the biggest problem for me with the emotional regulation and the anger, frustration, overwhelm is probably my kids, right? Dinner time and bedtime and bath time. It's just, even if you don't have ADHD, it's a crazy time for everybody. It's crazy for everybody. And I'm not saying this just like, oh, this is a get jail free card because I've got ADHD, because it isn't. It isn't. Obviously, I'm the dad. I'm still got a duty of care to basically look after my children when they're needing baths and dinners and stuff. And I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. I enjoy bathing my daughter and stuff. She's a wee cracker. Wee belter. Enjoy bathing her. Enjoy giving her a dinner, because it's just crazy. It's just mess everywhere. It's crazy, but it's quite crazy. Strawberries and that just gone everywhere, and you're like, where did that strawberry go? And it's like down between her feet, and you're like, it's just because of that slippy. They're just crazy, man. But at that time of the day, it's like, it kind of does. If I'm not medicated, that's why I've got Amfexa now. Yeah, top up fast acting drug. I don't know if you can see that, because I can't. So this year, is a kind of top up drug, 5 milligram tablet. So it tells you on it. Basically 5 milligram. It's on the other side. 5 milligram tablets. So you can take one or two of them, depending on how you feel. So usually I just take the one. Does the job. It's just. But during this time, you've got shout, screaming, kids need to do that. Kids know where to go for their bath. Kids jumping about in baths. Splashing about, making mess. Oh, man. I used to just get off my shit. And sometimes I just had to remove myself from the situation and go to the back door for maybe 5-10 minutes and just get away with it. And you know, I didn't even do it on purpose. My wife would just say to me, "Oh, was this you disappearing at dinner time and disappearing at bath time?" But I didn't realise I was doing it. My brain was just saying, "Listen, this is you are going to struggle here. You're going to be. That's what I'm talking about. It says overwhelmed. You're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to get angry. Just go. Just remove yourself from the situation." But then that's no fair on my wife, because then she's got to do it. So that's no fair. So basically, taking them effects, I'm like, my kids are doing crazy shit. Like, my 2 boys, my daughter's fine. She can get away with anything, because she gets away with murder. She's only 10 months old. She did really get away with murder. She will when she's older. I'm just going to turn a blind eye to everything bad that she does. And Mum will be like, "Did you see what Lottie just did there?" And I'll be like, "I've never seen a thing, no, I've never seen a thing." It helped my anger, frustration and overwhelm. That did. All that improved. And I didn't realise this until I was taking it for maybe 4 months. So I've noticed it improving now. Conversations, less interrupting. I still interrupt when I'm on the meds. Maybe not as much. I've not really concentrated on trying to see if that's improved or not. Listening, don't know. It's my honest answer, I don't know. Maybe need to ask my wife. My patience in conversations, I'd probably say that's kind of up to don't maybe interrupt. Like I said, maybe don't do it as much, but I still do it. Just maybe help a wee bit. The task completion, starting tasks, definitely that's easier. Finishing tasks, still just the time blindness kicks in and says, "Idiot, you are taking too long and wasting your time," which is just a confliction in my brain. It's just shite. Side effects? I'll tell you about side effects. Sometimes I do get a bit of headache. Yes, I do. when it's wearing off. It's like, I don't know why, but this is why I didn't know if it was working, because sometimes I could take it, and then if it was night shift I would take it. It would still be in my system, probably at peak time, and I could sleep through it. But then other days, I take it, and I need to go to my bed for night shift, and I just can't sleep. My heart's beating harder, and I just can't sleep. It's just fucking crazy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's crazy. My appetite definitely goes down, but then the more I've been taking it, the more I feel hungrier, which is weird. So maybe it's just a case of taking a couple of days off, and then like a reset, and then you go back to like, oh, I can feel this better, I can feel this more, I'm less hungry. My headaches are getting worse. That's a bit shit if you ask me. The dry mouth sort of been disappearing a wee bit, but I don't know if because I've been consciously thinking about dry mouth, and I know how shit it is, I've been drinking more. I've just been really warm too, probably have been. So I'd say that's the side effects, and that thing with the tongue, I think that's my best side effect, because you're like scraping your tongue. Basically, the biggest surprise that I've felt, well, I'd probably say the biggest surprise is it does make you feel better, and it takes your anger away, and like stuff doesn't bother you as much. Like if you're watching this podcast, you'll probably be bothered all the way through this, because I'm looking at myself and what you like a bloody idiot. I think I have got a few things to say here, but I think I'm going to need to just cut it short. I'm going to just say this, right? I'm not going to get into it because we're running on. The big thing that I have now started is I've taken up life coaching, and honestly, I cannot wait to get right into it, because see, when I spoke to like my life coach, when I spoke to him, like basically, like I had a fucking shit day yesterday, I'm not going to lie, right? I had a fucking shit day, right? And then I got to the digs just in the nick of time to go on the call, so I just fucking scraped it. I got on the call, see after the call, man, it's fucking brilliant, because my life coach has also got ADHD, which is fucking amazing, because it means every single thing that I was saying to him, and every single thing he was saying to me, the two of us know exactly what each other's talking about, and honestly, we can relate to each other, and he knows what I'm going through, and like I said to him what I was going through, and he said to me, do you know, I've been through that, and he also says like he's still going through some of that, so it's like we're connected. It's like, but with neurotypical people, you tell them something like, they just don't fucking get you, they don't get it as if you're stupid, or as if you're a weirdo, do you know, but when you speak to somebody else with ADHD, they get me, and I'm hoping that's what I'm doing for you. I'm hoping that you get me, and by the way, I 100% get you. So I'm not going to get into the life coaching just now, but I've started that first session. I'm really enjoying it. I've got a few wee exercises I need to do myself. I'm looking forward to starting that and getting into that. Basically, that's an important point here. The medication helps me, right? Medication helps me focus. But remember, I just said a minute ago, it doesn't really. It does. It doesn't. It doesn't. It does. I'll just say it does. Because it does. Medication helps me focus, right? But see, the coach, this is the important bit. The coaching helps me what to focus on, and like how to get there, how to actually get to where I want to go. So that's what the coaching will do. What didn't change on meds? Well, I've already fucking explained that and all. Did it make me organised? Probably a wee bit better, yes. Did it make me perfect? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because like I said before, that'll never happen. Did it stop me being ADHD? No, not doing it. Not a chance. Oh, yes, yeah, medication didn't stop me spending 3 days editing a podcast. No, it did. But do you know what? The medication did get me through that 3 days to no give up. And basically, this is a listener's take. I want you to really do this, right? So basically what this is called the ADHD Challenge of the Week. The ADHD Symptom Scorecard. So basically what I want you to do is I want you to write down, in fact, I don't even know if I could show you that. So see this? Can you see that? You put it back to front, so, and I can read backwards, so I don't know if that's an ADHD superpower and all. So basically it says, get listeners to score from 1 to 10. Procrastination, focus, forgetfulness, impulsivity, emotional regulation or dysregulation, time blindness, organisation, and losing things. You can read backwards. So losing things, right? So I want you to write them down, and if you can think of them all, write them down as well. And I want you to score yourself from 1 to 10. So basically, if you're procrastination is bad or terrible. Math is a 10, and if it's great and you don't procrastinate, a 1. So 1's, I don't know, I've just mixed myself up there. Is 1 good or is 10 good? 10's usually better than 1, isn't it? If you're scoring somebody 1 to 10, a 10's the best. So procrastination, a 10 is, aye. So you know what I mean? So if you don't procrastinate, put it as a 1. Or do you know what to do? Just put it as if you want and just tell me what it means, right? Because I think I'm mixing myself up. Do you know what? A 1 if you don't do it, and a 10 if you're fucking terrible at it. And basically what I want you to write down as well, this is what I want you to tell me as well. This is 2 questions. What is your worst symptom? And which symptom causes the biggest problems for you? Because that might sound similar. What is my worst symptom and what causes the biggest problems? But they're not the same thing, no, they're not. Because you might have one, like your worst symptom, but it's maybe not that serious. Maybe it doesn't cause people any grief or anything. Like, what I mean is, I don't know, it could be one, you're just sitting there on your phone, say, that could be your worst. You're not really bothering them, it doesn't matter. But then you could have one where the biggest problems, you could be going in fucking arguing with your wife and family and just causing all sorts of chaos. That's the worst. So I want you to write that down, keep it for a week, tell us your results in the comments or the email. Better in the comments, actually, because then other people can see them and we can compare, and I'll do it as well. And if you want to email me, we can discuss them in the next episode. So basically, this is me. I'm going to finish up now because I'm looking at myself again. Hi, Eddie. How are you? Yes, Eddie. I'm not bad. See. So has actually helped me, despite me not realising that I actually did it first, because I just thought, I shouldn't do anything. I'm just the same person. Of course you're the same person. It's not like it doesn't replace your soul or your brain or anything. It's just like, you're still you. And do you know one of the things I shat myself with? I thought maybe if I took ADHD medication, I would have just turned in like this. I'm slavering zombie, like, just slavering like a zombie, like, just like, see what you see in the films and that, when they take their meds in the side keyboards, like, they're just like, just, that, maybe I thought it was going to do that, but it doesn't. This is very important, by the way, because I'm doing this myself right now. Understand yourself. Just research it, focus, and just take notes, and do I do this? Am I good at this? Am I worse at this? Just study yourself, basically. Building system. That's basically, I would say building systems is more like, not so much therapy and stuff. That could be in me. Building systems. See, I've got an app on my phone called Timo, which is very ADHD, by the way, because I don't even fucking use it. It's an organisation app that I don't even use. How ADHD is that? It's just bloody men. And just when I was saying, this is error now, you know what I mean? Fucking error now. But I suppose there's longer podcasts. I know this is just a daft thing where I'm just talking and just, I'm sorry if I'm boring you. Aye. The next one is not going to be as long as this because I'm going to have Laura on, going to my wife on, we're going to be talking about ADHD and kids and me and basically her being the only person that doesn't have ADHD in the household and how it feels for her to be living with just a fucking bunch of psychos, kid. By building system, if you can get like the calendars, organisation, the reminder app. Biggest one for me is reminders and alarm. It's no visual, it's like sound. I don't know how you say that, but soundy alarms that you can actually hear and it alerts you to stuff you need to do. That's a big one. Timer. Say for instance, you want to go for a doom scroll, set a timer on your phone for 10 minutes. I mean, I'm giving you this advice, but am I going to follow it? Not in God's earth am I going to follow this, but I'm going to try. Getting support, that's your therapy. Either therapy, go to your NHS, try, go to one I'm in if you're involved in construction. Go to the Lighthouse charity, that's the one I went through. The company I work for, when the diggers there, actually I'm a massive supporter of the charity. They've even got a digger with the charity colours and the name and the phone number and the QR code and everything on it. And I've had a show to that. Sorry. But get support. Don't just do this alone. And by the way, I would like to think this podcast is a means of support as well. Because you've got my email. Well, 2 emails. Email me. Comment. I'll get back to you. My Instagram. My TikTok. Really ADHD. That's your handles. Same as your YouTube. Really ADHD. Same as email. Really ADHD@gmail.com. Get in touch. I will help you. 100%. And I'm not one of these guys that say, I'll help you and I'll never talk to you again, because that's not me. if that's somebody, then they can just fuck right off, because I'm not interested in people like that. Basically, it says here I've got a wee thing here, it says, these individually are just parts of the puzzle, but together they're closer to the completed puzzle, where you can actually see what to do and not to do. That's what I said earlier. Basically, understand yourself, build the system, getting support, and taking the med. They are all pieces of the puzzle, and once you put them all together, the puzzle is much clearer, and your head isn't so puzzled. So basically, I'm going to end it there. And remember, I want to see this ADHD challenge. I want to see that completed in the comments. And oh my god, that just says England 2-1 Argentina 2. Oh, that's just full time. Oh, right, I'm going to fucking end the podcast here, right? Obviously, I don't care who won. No, I don't. No. What's wrong on it? What's wrong here? 1966. Not again. Brilliant. Nah, I'm kidding on. I couldn't give a fuck about it. I don't care about football. It's a shame England's out again. I so did a challenge, and the next episode will be out. I bet this episode didn't even fucking load. Let's be realistic, because I'm in a shit signal, sitting on the beach. It's getting bad. Aye, but thanks for. I'm just rabbiting piss. Thanks again for tuning in to episode 3. This has been the unmedicated episode. I think all my episodes have been unmedicated, to be fair. I will get a medicated. My next episode will be medicated. I'm not going to promise you that, because I don't like breaking promises, right? But I will try and get my next episode medicated, right? But remember, get the ADHD challenge done, and I'll post up my results when this podcast goes live. Right, well, thanks very much for tuning in, guys and girls and everybody else. You, and I look at myself. Right, thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next episode with Laura. Most looking forward to talking to you. Cheerio, bye. Thank you.